Hello all. In my introduction, I promised to produce the show with various apparatus such as plans, photographs, and models, to say the least. What we're looking at is a model of an actual house that was built in northern Rhodesia, which is now Zambia. Its address is 105 Ingaweri Road, Roma Estates, Lusaka, Northern Rhodesia, now Zambia. It was built by my father, who designed it from an Australian magazine. He took the initial design from the magazine and then prepared the working drawings, had them approved, and then proceeded to build this house with subcontractors. We are looking at the front elevation of the house. I'm now going to turn it around so we can start off by seeing all four elevations. Give me a moment to turn it around. That's the other elevation. I think you can see that clearly. That's the veranda and the master bedroom. We turn around to the rear elevation. The rear elevation, nothing much there except the bedroom window, bathroom window, second bedroom window. That's where I used to sleep when I lived at the house, and the back veranda. My dad used to grow African violets, and he used to grow them in there. Let's get this back a little bit. I think we're on. Back veranda, kitchen window, dining room window. And that brings us back to the front elevation. Now, you are probably wondering why the surface bed, or the floor slab, called a surface bed, is extending past the external wall. Very good reason for that, because in Zambia, we have what they call white ants. It's also Zambia and Zimbabwe. The white ants love wood, and if they get into your house, they're going to munch all the woodwork that's there. So the boffins, after tests to find out how they could stop that, came to realize that if you extended the floor, or the surface bed rather, the concrete floor, past the walls like you see here, the termites could not climb up the substructure wall. When they did, they came up to the underside of the surface bed here, and they couldn't make it up the side to get in because they couldn't bore their tunnels with soil upside down. And that was the reason why all the houses in at least in Zambia, and I'm sure in southern Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, they build them this way. That's the reason for the slab being extended. So now let's get into the nitty gritty. I'm going to just bring that about there where you can see it. The original house was in this area here. There's the master bedroom, as I showed you, the second bedroom, which was mine, the bathroom, and connected with a little passageway, a lobby. Now, we take the roof off, and I'm going to tip it a little so you can see the ceiling. That's the ceiling in the bedrooms there. And we'll come back to the ceilings and do them all at once. We do all the roofing first. Next, to get the roof sheeting off, we've got to remove the chimney cap. We put that over there. And now we'll take off the roof covering of the main area. That can go there. We have here the roof structure. These are half trusses, which I'll show you more carefully in a minute. Half trusses, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and they continue right on to the end here. And over the shorter veranda bit, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rafters. Fascia boards and barge boards. Now, we'll get that off. You have to take it off a little bit carefully. And there we go. I'm going to move that back a bit. There is the roofing. Fascia, front and back, and barge boards on the sides. Let's see if I can get this so that you can see. This is a painted white is one of the half trusses. It's a half truss because there's none of it comes down there. The half truss is a rafter along the top with a tie beam on the bottom. That's the part that sits on the load-bearing walls. And this is called webbing. The timbers in between that join the two together. They come on down, and then over here, I'm going to turn it around. We have rafters. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rafters. There's no tie beam at the bottom there. But these timbers that you are seeing here, let's hold it like that. This zigzag is wind bracing, and over here as well. That ties the tie beams together. Not actually the tie beams, sorry. It ties the rafters together. Tie beams have to be clear to take the branding for the ceilings. Right, we'll be doing more about that later. Let's pull the motor back again. One more roof to come off. That's the roof of the veranda. That also has rafters, and those are purlins. So let's hold it there. Purlins that are carrying the roof cover. So now we are looking at the ceiling. Right. The lounge ceiling has 32 millimeter ceiling timbers going around the edge, 50 millimeters off the wall. We have three ceiling band rings to each 900 millimeter board, one on each edge and one in the middle. Any boards that are 1200 wide, because there are two sizes, 900 and 1200, the 1200 boards have to have 4 brand rings to each, one at each edge and 2 running in the middle. So now we'll take the ceiling off. Right. The lounge ceiling has 32 millimeter ceiling timbers going around the edge, 50 millimeters off the wall. We have three ceiling band rings to each 900 millimeter board, one on each edge and one in the middle. Any boards that are 1200 wide, because there are two sizes, 900 and 1200, the 1200 boards have to have 4 brand rings to each, one at each edge and 2 running in the middle. Okay, we are now going to remove the ceiling boards from here. Let's got them out. And that's what it looks like underneath. Those are the ceiling panels, and they have cover strips on them and a cornice all around that edge. We'll come to the ceiling over the dining room. I'm just going to lift that out. And there we have that. That's the top, but you're looking at the same. That's a 1200 board. That's a 900, 900, and those are two halves of a 900 board. And the cover strips and the cornice around there. Then we come to the kitchen. That's the same story. Panel, 1200, 900, 900, and the same. Much the same as this one. That's there. Get the walls back in place. And the last ceiling on this end over the veranda. Same thing there. And over the existing part, we'll lift that ceiling board as well. And there we have it. Those are the ceilings. And now we get to the walls. The red part that you see there, and the two bedrooms, represents carpets, or as we used to do mostly up in Zambia, we used to have tinted oxide cement floors. But here we got tiles in the bathroom. There's a toilet, double wash hand basin, and a bathroom, and a bath rather. And then in the kitchen, we have a walk-in cupboard, a cupboard over here, which would take toasters and kettles and other implements, double bowl sink, drainer, and a cupboard over here, which would have the cooking element. That's opposite the window. And in the corner, we have two corner shelves. Coming to the floors, I've explained that we've got carpets there or cement screed, tiles over there, tiles there, tiles there. The lounge and the dining room were vinyl tiles, which I laid myself with the help of our gardener. And this building was erected in 1952. This chimney, or rather the fireplace, was made of local stone, but it had mica flakes in it. So we used a crazy paving idea with the mica stone, and at night when you switch your lights on, the mica used to flicker like a million stars, and it was really very nice. We have, I think you can see clearly from there, we've got two windows onto the veranda and patio doors in the middle, with a big window looking out onto the garden, and over here in the dining room, the same thing. And as you notice, I suppose, on the outside we have sunshades, which were done with canvas. Structurally wise, we will be going into that in a later program. And then here we have the floor. Pull that forward a bit, turn it around. there we go. That's the flooring with the walls removed.